But something strange happened last year. Something which was in many ways remarkably different. 2011 was in many ways the year of Anna Hazare. Anna was everywhere. He was CNN IPN's Indian of the Year. He was on the front page of every newspaper, every magazine and newspaper and news channel. But I'm going to tell you a story which should tell you how the media can change events. Last year in February, Arvind Kejriwal and Kiran Bedi came to see me. Arvind and Kiran बरोबर आम्ही एक सिटीजन जर्नलिझम प्रोजेक्ट करत होतो. ते म्हणाले की आम्ही लोकपालवर आमचा फोकस आहे, तुम्ही आम्हाला मदत कराल का? तर मी म्हणालो नक्की मदत करू. ते म्हणाले की आम्हाला एक सिग्नेचर कॅम्पेन सुरू करायचं आहे, करप्शनच्या विरोधात आणि जन लोकपालसाठी एक सिग्नेचर कॅम्पेन सुरू करायचं आहे. मी म्हणालो व्हेरी गुड आयडिया, पण टेलिव्हिजनसाठी सिग्नेचर कॅम्पेन इज नॉट गुड टीव्ही. लोकांचे सह्या घेण्यात टीव्हीला काही अट्रॅक्शन नाही, ड्रामा नाहीये त्याच्यात. तुम्हाला जर खरं एक अँटी करप्शन कॅम्पेन करायचं आहे तर तुम्हाला काही ड्रामा करावा लागेल. त्या फेब्रुवारीच्या महिन्यात इजिप्तमध्ये तेहरीर स्क्वेअर होत होतं. तर मी अरविंदला सांगितलंय, आणि तुम्ही अरविंदची विचारू शकता की इजिप्तमध्ये ते tahrir स्क्वेअर झालंय, तुम्ही इंडियामध्ये पण एक tahrir स्क्वेअर करा. तर अरविंद म्हणाला कसं? मी म्हणालो एक ड्रामॅटिक इव्हेंट करा पार्लमेंटच्या बाहेर. मला काही आयडिया नव्हती की कशी ती इव्हेंट करायची आहे. 15 दिवसानंतर अरविंदचा फोन येतो की अण्णा हजारे आमच्याबरोबर आहेत आणि अण्णा तयार आहेत उपोषणवर जायला मंत्रालयाच्या बाहेर मुंबईत. मी अरविंदला म्हणालो गुड आयडिया, पण मुंबईत करू नका, कारण की जर मुंबईत केलं तर ते अण्णाचा आवाज दिल्लीपर्यंत पोहोचणार नाही. कुठे ना कुठे वर्ल्ड कप सुरू होतं तेव्हा. And Arvind Kejriwal is a brilliant communicator. He understands the medium better than me. We have a Prime Minister who is permanently silent. We have an opposition which is permanently noisy. And we have people like Arvind Kejriwal who have understood how to use the medium. And Arvind's genius is that he realized that if he did this movement while the World Cup was on, between Dhoni and Anna Hazare was a no contest. So very cleverly, within 2 or 3 days of the World Cup getting over, Anna Hazare lands in Delhi. And Anna comes to the press club. Now India's press, national press, saw Anna as a regional leader. In fact, I still remember most news channels did not even carry the press conference live. The few who carried it perhaps did it out of curiosity. In fact, my reporter who was covering the story said, "Sir, अन्ना कौन है? दम कुछ लगता तो है नहीं." ठीक है, दम नहीं है तो ऐसे ही चलता है. दिल्ली में दम चाहिए, ड्रामा चाहिए. The press conference was okay, so. कोणी काही जास्त त्याला लक्ष दिलं नाही. लेकिन उसके कुछ दिन बाद अन्ना चले गए जंतर मंतर. अब जंतर मंतर पे पहले दिन बैठे, उसी दिन शरद पवार ने अचानक कह दिया शाम को कि मैं ग्रुप ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स ऑन करप्शन से रेजिग्नेशन दे रहा हूं. अब दिल्ली की जो प्रेस है सडनली कहती है यार ये अन्ना हजारे बड़ी चीज है कि शरद पवार जैसे व्यक्ति को एक दिन में रेजिग्नेशन देते हैं. उस रात को पहली बार अन्ना लाइव, तब तक हिंदी चैनल से अन्ना को एक महाराष्ट्र का नेता या रालेगांव सिद्धि कुछ नहीं ज्यादा समझा नहीं था अन्ना को. लेकिन अगर शरद पवार से आप रेजिग्नेशन ले सकते हैं तो वाकई आप एक बड़े नेता होंगे. इन द नेक्स्ट फ्यू डेज, in what was, I believe, a brilliantly choreographed event, and I use these words advisedly and not, to fall, to be skeptical of what Anna did, but I believe that's the age we are. It's the media age. Brilliantly choreographed. Shri Ravi Shankar's music. Anna on the stage, Lok Jantar Mantar, and you see, television is a remarkable medium. You get 400 people in a small place, it looks like 4,000. Particularly when the camera is tightly framed. So, happened suddenly was that a Lokpal bill, which was हर सेशन में आता है कोई लोकपाल बिल, किसी को कुछ मालूम नहीं था. अन्ना हजारे हाँ महाराष्ट्र के नेता है. Suddenly became a national story. And in the television space, a national story can be played 24/7. And once it starts being played 24/7, it gets magnified. Within 2 weeks of that first press conference in Delhi to announce his decision to go on fast, to the point where the government decided to invite Anna and Team Anna in what I believe was a terrible mistake, that you believe that only 4 people represent the entire civil society. Anna became a national icon. Or should I say, Team Anna created a made-for-television moments at just the right time in the life of a nation. The World Cup was over. The country was excited with the idea of victory, and we were feeling good about cricket. But everything else around us was. Raja was in jail. Commonwealth Games scam had happened. Kalmadi was in jail. Other scam had happened. Kargil war heroes felt betrayed. Suddenly in April last year, there was a feeling to the average Indian that we were not just world champions in cricket, but we were also world champions in corruption. And somewhere in that strange confluence, Anna Hazare became a symbol of public anger. Let's be honest, these scams exposed by a media in most cases. आपण मीडियाला नेहमी दोष देतात की तुम्ही फक्त काही शाहरुख खानच्या हेल्थ बुलेटिन शाहरुख खान हॉस्पिटलमध्ये गेले ब्रेकिंग न्यूज करतात. But the same media which has trivialized and done breaking news all the time also exposed these big scams. But I think somewhere Indians were looking for someone who could ventilate that anger that we had. We needed someone who would tell us, who symbolized the anger against corruption. Someone who importantly was untouched by the trappings of power. Who was from outside the system. Someone who had a track record of exposing corruption. The opposition could not do this because they themselves were tainted with the odor of corruption. आज आप किसी भी विपक्ष के नेता को कहिए आप भारत बंद करिए, आप देखेंगे कई लोग कहेंगे नहीं आना आपके साथ, क्योंकि आप और गवर्नमेंट में कितना फर्क है. But Anna stepped into what I believe was a vacuum waiting for someone to step into. He was, for the millions who were tired and angry of corruption, the new messiah. Anna was perfect in my view for this role, particularly in the age of television, because he had one quality that our netas don't have. He had a fakir-like asceticism. अण्णाला कुठलाही प्रश्न विचारला तर ते म्हणणार मी कुठे मला काही घर नाहीये, मी मंदिरात राहतो. It was the charm which APJ Abdul Kalam has, that you are untouched by the trappings of power. But it's an important moral force in itself. The television cameras, as I said, which were just made Mahendra Singh Dhoni and his team, national heroes, were looking for the next big story to take up. Team Anna created, as I said, a made-for-television fast. Anna would get up at about 7:30 to give speeches. Perfect time, prime time. Prime time मध्ये आमचे सगळे जेवढे ऍडव्हर्टिजमेंट्स होते त्या महिन्यात ते सगळे गेले. कारण की अण्णा एकदा सुरू करतात ते 1 तास तरी बोलतात. म्हणजे 7:30 आणि 8:30च्या मध्ये अण्णांची स्पीच. Perfect prime time. Politicians give speeches at 12 in the afternoon. So Anna knew what time prime time TV was, and he created as a result India's first live television anti-corruption movement. When you contrast the image of a 78-year-old man, fakir-like, sitting there on Jantar Mantar, when contrasted with the Rajas and Kalmadis of the world, it was a no contest. In fact, I've always said Suresh Kalmadi's bigger problem is that television has destroyed him as much as anything else. Because you see, certain people, when they appear on TV, dare I say, look in a particular way that you don't trust them. I actually believe Kalmadi is not the main culprit of the Commonwealth Games scam. There were people who got away with far more. Because those people perhaps were clever in terms of how they appeared on TV. But every time you saw Kalmadi on TV, you said, yeah, कुछ तो गलत है.